absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, my name is Paul and this is my channel, Blerd Brothers, and today we're going to talk about Marvel Studios' No Way Home. This is the official trailer, the second one that just came out a couple days ago. I know I'm kind of late. I just wanted to watch this thing for the first time. I've been waiting a couple of days. I wanted my reaction to be fresh. I am just to let you know, since this is my first video, just to let you know a little something about me. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've been a fan my whole life. He is my number one character in my top 5 favorite characters. Like I said, I loved him my whole life. I haven't been so much of a fan of the new Marvel Studios Spider-Man. I was not really that big of a fan of Sony. I just feel like every movie I watch is missing a little something. I feel like Spider-Man 2 is probably the closest, for the most part, of being Spider-Man-ish. So without further ado, we're gonna watch this thing, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts. So let's see what this movie is about.
Ever since I got bit by the spider, I've only had 1 week. My life is so hard. And that was when you found out. When you botched that spell, we wanted everyone to forget the pure heart of Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Alright, first question I have is, they're gonna have to figure out some kind of reason why Doctor Strange doesn't take all these guys out, because they are not even close to his his power set. So that is my first question.
Hello, Peter. I'm sorry, what was your name again? Dr. Otto Octavian.
Alright, so one of the things problems I have with these Spider-Man movies, it's sort of in general with the superhero movies, is the lack of a secret identity. Tony Stark, he reveals himself as Iron Man. That doesn't really matter. In the comics, Tony Stark he kept a secret where he was viewed as Tony Stark's bodyguard before he was Iron Man. So that led to a lot of different, shall we say, creep-ish situations. But I've always signed off on the fact that Tony Stark revealed his identity, because it doesn't really matter so much why he would keep it a secret. Steve Rogers, obviously, he's Captain America. Everybody already would probably know it by that point. So that's not a big thing. But Spider-Man is a regular guy, so him keeping his identity a secret is something that he should value. And I feel like having him reveal his identity being revealed at the end of the second movie kind of takes away from, since he's been so loose with it, kind of takes away the impact of the fact that everybody knows who he is. But that's just how I feel.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name? There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Paul, this is kind of your mess. I know a couple magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Alright, criticism number 2. I'm not a fan of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Arrow, Flash, get a group together and we all investigate where I'm the superhero and these guys are sort of my loyal subject. I'm not a fan of the idea of doing that where, I know that they try to make it so he's just a kid, but that's kind of the beauty of Spider-Man is that he goes a lot of these things alone. He overcomes them alone. And it's just, if he has help, then he kind of, I feel like it takes away from, from the character. I feel like this is we're the Flash kind of thing, or we're Spider-Man. So, well, we'll see what happens.
Under the darkness to fight ghosts. What do you mean? They all die. Fight Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. Don't.
It's weird that Doc Ock died, yet his arms seem way more powerful than they were in Spider-Man 2. I mean, it's just kind of weird. Like, I guess he might get an upgrade in the movie. I mean, I don't know if he just comes out of a portal, but. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a second.
Your strength. You watch while the world tries to make you feel.
I really hope that Norman Osborn has a bigger role in this movie. I really, really hope.
This is awful.
All right. Criticism number 3. I really hope that they are not like this whole Gwen Stacy dropping off of some high place, Mary Jane dropping off a high place. I really hope it's not ending the way that you kind of expect. I feel like there's got to be another way.
What's happening? The starting to come through, and I can't stop.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th, Spider-Man Day.
Alright, so my thoughts. This feels a little more Spider-Man-ish than the last two felt. I didn't like the first one as much as I liked the second one. I felt like that idea of keeping him in Queens didn't work for me. Like, I need to see Spider-Man swing. Like, that's sort of like having him driving the car, try to make it like an 80s movie, but not seeing Spider-Man swing, it's like not seeing Wolverine gut people. It's kind of doesn't feel right. I do like, one of the things I love about Spider-Man is that his villains have a personal connection to him. Doc Ock is his school teacher. Not Doc Ock. The Lizard is his school teacher. Doc Ock is sort of like his darker half. Eddie Brock works for a opposing newspaper and blames Spider-Man for his trouble. All his villains have some kind of personal connection that makes it so that every time he fights them, there's something that is lost. So, and it feels like the fact that these villains are pulling through and basically trying to escape their own death that kind of, gives it a little bit more oomph. It raises the stakes. I think that makes this movie more. One of the criticisms of the Marvel Universe is that there's no stakes in any of these movies. That kind of obliterates that fear. I feel like I'm actually more excited to see this movie than I felt the other two. I feel like the idea of Spider-Man against all these other villains, which seems like the Sinister. I don't even think there's 6 guys there. See, Electro, Lizard, Doc Ock, Sandman, Green Goblin. That's 5. So maybe there's going to be a 6th one that I haven't revealed. Maybe I'm missing something. But as I said, I'm very excited to watch this movie. It seems like it's going to be probably the best one. Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Sinister, 5 as it stands right now. Can't wait. Guys, if you watched the video, thank you so much. Subscribe if you like the content. I'll try to come up with some good videos. Hopefully you can benefit from my insight. My next video, I'm going to dive into what I think about the situation with Marvel Studios and the Black Panther. That is probably going to be a little bit a passionate video because I have a lot of things to say about that. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. And I'll see you in the next one.